And that must have been a pretty tough second half for you after going in half-time leading.
Yeah, obviously hugely positive first half. Said the right things during half-time, and I think things just got away from us a little bit in the second half. I think I'm not sure I'll ever not tap penalty again in my career, but I think that was a big turning point in the game. Gave them momentum, and then ultimately they scored from there, and then us going down to 14. Obviously we struggled a bit there, and they really got on top.
You had mentioned about you were speaking to the referee quite a bit. How was the communication between you and him because of the old red card situation, when it was just a penalty in the middle of the field and pretty nonchalant, and he gave the red card?
Yeah, I think throughout the game it was our communication was good. I think, like Johan said, there was an incident in the first half where they went quick, and he sort of held his hands up there. In terms of the Benno red card, I don't think. Look, I'm a 9. I don't know too much about scrums, but there wasn't a conversation as such as that we had. But look, it's his call at the end of the day, and it's one that we had to live with. And like you say, from going down to 14 with 25 minutes to go, against one of the best sides in Europe, it's going to be tough.
As a captain, when you're under the sticks and under the pump at that point, what are the messages being brought on to the players, and also what's going through your head at the time? Yeah,
I think something that we've spoken about in the last few years is being a real tough team to beat, and I think we showed that at times today. Like Johan said, I'm hugely proud of this team, and it's an honour to lead this group week in, week out, and we've got a long way to go in the season, but we're still fighting in 3 competitions, and we'll take confidence, especially from the first half today, and we'll look forward to the rest of the season.
And final one from me: despite the defeat today, do days like today make you want to continue your journey at the club at Bath and lead this group for just more than this season and maybe next season as well? Yeah, 100%. I think we got a great group of guys at the minute. I think Johan's an unbelievable coach, an unbelievable man-manager. The way he deals with things day in, day out, I think is second to none. So, look, I'm hugely excited as to where this team can go, and like you said, I think the sky's the limit for this team. So that means pen to paper for the deal done?
Hopefully.
Okay, Christian. Just on the wider perspective, Johan spoke about the English context. I know you're leading the Premiership at the moment. I know the Premiership has had a few problems in the past. Do you think, though, from your own perspective and some of the other teams as well, that from playing them week in, week out, they're turning a corner, and that English teams can now be back to where they were, say, a few years ago, when they were challenging to get to the semi-final and obviously winning the competition as well? Yeah, I think.
I think it's always going to be tough for English teams in this competition. But I think over the past 2 weeks, there's been a real challenge by English clubs, and it's a real tough competition. It takes a hell of a team to win and to go deep into the competition, and I think any team in Europe can beat anyone on the day. So I think the competition is unbelievable, and hopefully an English team can go deep into this competition.
Any more?
The referee, could you just tell us what the referee was saying to you just ahead of the second yellow card? Was he suggesting that was big danger imminent for you on the basis there was a double yellow card?
No.
Any warning?
No, there was no. The only warning we had was a warning of in the first half a continuation of penalties. It wasn't as such at scrum time, but like I said, the referee's entitled to make those decisions, and he made that decision today, and I thought on the whole the scrums were really competitive, and look, it's just unfortunate for Benno. I think the first yellow card, I think it's everything happens so quickly, and obviously we want to look after everyone in the game. I think that one is tough for him to get out of the way, and then obviously the scrum is, like I said, I'm not in the scrum, so I don't really understand what goes on. But
so you weren't really watching her because you won free at the previous scrum, haven't you?
Yeah, I think we did, and then I think there was two penalties then. But in terms of excuse me, in terms of having a conversation with the ref, there wasn't. He didn't approach me, but yeah, not too much to say on that.